Hi Aquarius, I hope you're doing well today. I'm going to be doing a general weekly read for August 1st to the 7th, except we have so much astrology going on that I kind of last minute decided to throw an astrology aspect into the front of the video before I pull the cards. So if you're not interested in what's going on in the sky for you guys, you could fast forward until you see me pulling the cards, okay? I'm not going to be time stamping that this time around. Usually I do, but not this time. All right, so I do want to let's talk about the first week first, and then we'll talk about the rest of the month because we have so much stuff going on. I mean, this is a huge time of transformation. I'm not just saying that. So we have the full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd. So this full moon occurs when the sun in Leo opposes the moon in Aquarius. So the full moon is a time of culminations and the promise of fulfillment of what we hoped for or wished for with the seeds of intention that we planted at the new moon. And even if you didn't do it cognitively, you may have done it, in your subconscious. Hopefully you did, whatever was on your heart at that time. And it's an emotional time. It's a time of romance, fertilization, watch out if you don't want to get pregnant, relationships, things to do with children, okay? So a lot going on there. Now the Leo sun is very proud and it's intensely individual. It's not happy with just being, like everyone else or one of the team. So the Aquarius moon, while it's very individualistic, it does value independence and the team and the community and the group spirit, Leo not so much though. So that's going to create a tension, and this full moon is going to illuminate this conflict. So those of you who know your chart, you should check out where 11 degrees in Aquarius and 11 degrees in Leo is. Which house is it in for you? You're going to be feeling it most specifically in those areas. It's very unusual that we have this kind of connection, guys, particularly squaring Uranus in Taurus. Now, that's a whole other thing, right? Because here, this square to Uranus suggests that we need to watch out for prematurity and abrupt changes or rebellion, just kind of not thinking about things beforehand, right? Because Uranus is a trailblazer. It's like, I want things to be different now or yesterday, right? Kind of thing. So it's this building up of energy. And in all of this, we're feeling, right? Because it's the full moon as I feel. And I feel I want the future and I want the future to be different, but I don't know what that really means. And it's trying to tap into what do I really want in Leo? Because Leo's the fifth house energy of, it's romance, it's our children, it's our entrepreneurial activities, it's what we love to do, right? It's the act of sex, it's what we do with our partners on a Monday through Sunday basis. What do we want all that to look like in the future? And we feel this sense of like boiling up and we need to decide, but we don't have all the information right now. And that's the thing, right? And so that's that energy that we're going to be needing to deal with, okay? And that's kind of big though, right? I mean, if we think about that, okay? And then we have Mercury is going to be going into Leo, which I like this actually, because when Mercury's in Leo, our thinking is more confident, and we dare to go there in what we really want, in our dreams and our hopes and desires, and we don't have all the particulars of how we want something to go. We might not have all the fine print figured out, and that's okay. No, don't even bother trying to figure all of that stuff out yet, because it's going to change an hour after you think you know everything anyway, literally. So kind of just be in the planning phase and know what you're moving yourself towards. Do some really good research is really good in during this energy. But you're going to be very persuasive. It's going to be a lot of really good communication, a lot of effective communication, sort of. No, because this is the thing. While we're going to be verbalizing ourselves very strongly, we're going to be very persuasive and very eloquent, and we're going to be fabulous storytellers. Like I've been saying, the volume on our ears might be turned down a little low. So we have to be careful not to not listen effectively to people in this energy, right? To be forewarned is to be forearmed, just so that we know. Not only us, but others doing it to us, because we may be experiencing it from other people. And then on August 7th, we have Venus and the North Node, both are in Gemini right now, going into Cancer. And I'm really happy about this because it's been in conjunct with Neptune, which is why no one really knows how the hell they feel about anything right now, because Neptune is like trying to look at life through a very dirty window. You can sort of make it out, but you're really not sure what is really going on, you know. And the thing is, you can't think yourself out of that confusion. You can't think yourself out of these energies this month. I just want to say that. All of these energies require action. There's a lot of karma being burned off that I'm going to talk about in a moment, but it is real, like seriously, okay? So lots of action is necessary to happen here. But this is a very snuggly energy, I have to say. Like, you know, Venus in Cancer is very like, you know, if you're in a relationship, you guys are going to be like, you know, doing a lot of the snuggle stuff and, you know, cozy hunkering down at home. Even if you're not in a relationship, you're just going to feel really connected to your home and your family, your roots, whatever that means to you. The only thing is, if you're in a relationship or in a family situation within your home where things are not very healthy right now, this could generate a very sensitive time period for you. So just know that going into it, okay? So that's what's going to be going on. Now, we also have, in your third house, we also have these jammies up here, all retrograde here, right? We have Pluto, right? We have Pluto, we have Saturn, we have Jupiter. They're all retrograde and they're all squaring Mars. And this is the thing, you know, for you guys, Mars is in your third house, and Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn are in your 12th house, right? So you got this kind of square going on. It's like very uncomfortable. And so what this is going to mean for you is tension, and it's the need to change some sort of outdated thinking in your 12th house. Because Pluto is about transformation, Saturn is about restriction and karma, and Jupiter expands whatever it's in or hanging out near, right? So this is really big. So Mars is there to help us and say, all right, listen, you need to change the way you think about your 12th house. We call it the house of self-undoing for a reason. It's where our self-sabotaging behaviors hang out, or your self-sabotaging behaviors, addiction, you know, the potential to lose yourself in something, and whatever it is, you know, try to identify, is there any area in your life where there's any imbalance, whether it's any sort of addiction that you might be nursing, whether it doesn't even have to be like alcohol or drugs. It could be, you know, very high anxiety and deep depression, unchecked and untreated. Are you addicted to gaming? Are you addicted to shopping and spending money, to sex, to food? You know, any of these ideas where it might end up creating an issue in your life. What else is the 12th house? The 12th house is also our connection to institutions, to ashrams, to rehabilitation centers, to hospitals, to any sort of, you know, spiritual community. It's very spiritual, the 12th house as well. But there needs to be an updated way of thinking. Something needs to be released, and you're going to be releasing it by learning, because Mars is in the third house, which is ruled by Gemini. Well, Gemini is the landlord, it's ruled by Mercury, and that's all about learning, right? Because Gemini is the student. So you're going to be learning how to do something differently that is going to end up being very healthy for your mental health, for your physical health. It's going to be very healthy for you to really put a solid label on what your dreams are, because that 12th house, it's a Pisces house, it's also where our dreams are. So I'm getting like you really need to sort of update your dreams, update what it is that you really want for yourself. And I think I think pretty much all of us are doing that anyway, but you guys are going to be feeling it very, very heavy. Particularly, you guys are ruled by Uranus. You're all about the future and doing things different, right? So you're going to be very, very focused on this. So while it's difficult while you're going through it, and this is going to be happening until like the middle, like October into November, what's going to be resulting from it is going to be very, very positive. You need to trust me on that, okay? Really good stuff. And then you guys are also going to be dealing with the galactic center activating the South Node in Sagittarius in your 11th house. Guys, this only happens once every 19 years. This is a big deal. The South Node in Sagittarius, it's burning off karma. I want you to think about like a big fire pit, and this karma just being burnt off, having to do with the belief systems that you hold in your 11th house. And what's your 11th house? It's your goals and your wishes. Your dreams are the 12th house, right? And then you take those dreams and you put them down on paper. Now it's the 11th house house. Like, this is what I want to do. Well, guess what you wanted to do, it needs to be rearranged. Whatever you've been building up to, it needs to be burnt off. It also has to do with friends, friendship, associations that you choose to be a part of. It has to do with your community. So a lot of you might be moving out of your community, changing friends, rearranging your dreams, your goals, your desires, what it is that you want to do. It's also a money house. So if some of you maybe are involved in your own business, you're deciding, you know what, it's time for me to go in a different direction. Right? But this ends up being very, very positive, because in here, in this energy, there's a tension. Right? And through this tension, there's a release. And this can be the return. This is the return of something, but can be in the 3D, or it can just be in the form of nostalgia of something or someone. So it could be the return of an old friend, return of an old job. It could be the return of, you may be remembering what you wanted to do at one point that, that you're still sort of nursing along, and you're just not sure how you're going to make it happen for yourself. Now it's time to release it. It's time to release it. So, or update it. Not get rid of it altogether, but update it. But there has to be, it's all guided towards healing ultimately, okay, which is really good. And then we have the new moon in Leo with Mercury on the 18th. Now this is where the sun and the moon meet to communicate and create something that is on your heart, in your soul, in your subconscious that you really want for yourself. This is something that's going on for you in your 6th house. So the 6th house has to do with your day-to-day work environment, your day-to-day environment in general, also having to do with your health. So this is really, really good, I have to tell you. So those of you, the very direct understanding of this is if you've been putting your focus on doing something in your career that's different, changing career, if you've been kind of figuring out, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Oh, I don't know. What do I see myself doing? Set your intentions now, because this is going to be rolling out beautifully as part of your day-to-day work environment and what you're going to be doing in your day-to-day. This could also be you committing to a really great health routine. And, it takes time to get healthy if you haven't been doing things right, for a while. But all of this, right, about 6 to 9 months, things start to really show. The benefits of this really start to show. And it's very real, guys. This is very real stuff. So I do like that. And then another beautiful energy. And I'm sorry, Aquarius, I don't know if I said that in your 6th house. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. 7th house. And I think that some of you may be even happier to hear that, because that's the house of serious relationships, marriage, business partnerships. So I think that's actually even better for many of you, depending on where you're at. But this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. This is about some sort of creation. So for those of you who are married, if you're trying to get pregnant, with all of this Venus and Cancer energy that we have going on here, and you have Venus in your 6th house. So this indicates like something beautiful going on in your day-to-day environment, your day-to-day work environment, your health being really good. You may want to, if you're in that time of your life, this is a good time to try to get pregnant. This is a really good time to think about opening up a business together. This is a really good time to think about purchasing a home together. Although be careful of that. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but if you could wait on that, save your money now, get your credit all straight. If you could wait a little bit, that would be great. But that's going to be happening in your 7th house. So something having to do with relationships, you're going to be planting some sort of idea, and it's going to be coming to fruition come the spring. So I do like that. So maybe you guys are starting a new business. You reached a new level in your relationship. You have some sort of new partnership, even maybe with a friend or a family member, where you have the shared soul purpose. You're doing something together like that. Really beautiful. And again, you have Venus in your 6th house, which is nice. It's a lightening up to your day-to-day. And you're just going to feel like very attractive, and people are going to be very attracted to you in your day-to-day. So that for you, I think, is really, really good. Okay, so let's put these papers over here and get into pulling the cards. Pull these down, get these guys out of the way for a moment. Okay, we'll pull the Lenormand first. Okay, so we have Capricorn, we have Jupiter, and the 2nd house of resources. Ooh, this is like luck and expansion with your money at work. Very direct. Very direct. There you go. There you go. I mean, I like the Jupiter energy. It's time to expand your mind. What's begging you to take a chance? I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be taking a chance. What's making you feel stuck? Get in touch with that. You know, second house is resources, but it's also anything that you value. So this could have to do with anything you value. Money, resources, food, your family, anything in your life that you value. This is a really nice energy. And Capricorn is just all about putting in the hard work, doing what you need to do to make it happen. So I do like that. Okay, let's see what the Lenormand say. Okay, we have tree, roots. Okay, ooh, we got snake. Okay, there's a positive message coming in. Okay. All right. So the tree is about roots and family. So this is also an as above, so below card. So this is really trying to blend your higher mind with your lower consciousness, right? That's what as above, so below means. It's what you're feeling inside and what you're experiencing outside. Are they in alignment? You know, and it's always questioning this alignment, because how we're feeling deep inside, that's the way that we're going to end up treating people. So it's this idea of this something happening. Is I feel like with the snake is a very sneaky energy. I mean, it really is. It's a sneaky energy. Somebody who maybe is being dishonest, somebody who is not being very authentic with you. So this could be the roots. The tree could indicate the roots of your home. Somebody being very dishonest about something, but then wanting forgiveness. But then I see a new cycle happening. But you may be doing this alone, Aquarius. You may be moving on from something alone. So that is one definite interpretation that I'm getting, where if you live with somebody that did something shady, that maybe they could have cheated, taken money, done something, or were acting in an immoral way, something that, but then they wanted forgiveness, and you're just like, no, I'm leaving. Now, for others of you, this could be there's something going on that you're not able to see very clearly. There may be where you have rose-colored glasses on, you're not seeing some sort of red flags. You know, you may be acting in a way that you don't even realize, and somebody that you're dealing with is taking it the wrong way, and you want forgiveness, but they don't want to talk to you right now. So I feel like there's some sort of discord. It could have to do with a relationship or even some sort of work situation, maybe even a family situation, dare I say, right? Because we do have the roots, the house. So I do feel like it has something to do with that. Now, even yet again, now what I'm getting here as well is roots has to do with safety foundation. I feel like some of you thought that something was more able to be counted on than it could be at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're realizing that you can't count on something that you did count on at one point. And the realization of this right now is this gift that's inciting you to move away from it and to move on. So that could be like the job, or, you know, that living situation, whatever it is. Yeah, look at this. We get the Ten of Swords. As the situation, yep, crossed by the Fool. You ready to take a chance? That's you. That's Uranus, and that's your ruler. It's not you. You guys are the Star card, but it's your ruler. It's here. Okay. Yeah, and you're dealing with somebody who's confused too. Oh, we got the Tower. Okay. All right. You know, the Emperor, once upon a time, right? This could be you, this could be them. Will ride or die, great energy. You met somebody new, you were in this relationship, you were completely happy. You thought everybody was on the same page. You were, you know, into planning and doing all of that. You know, the Emperor is a great energy. For others of you, if it has nothing to do with the relationship, this could be you being the leader, right, of something, starting your own business, being in charge of a department, something like that, but really taking the bull by the horns when it came to your career. And the situation right now, though, is that something has ended. I mean, Ten of Swords, though, has a history. There's a little history here, right? Mercury and Virgo. Yeah, one sword at a time over time, where it becomes, it's very clearly to the point where it's just not even practical to try to keep it going, because something has happened that was damaging, to say the least. I mean, look at all the swords in her back. Something very damaging, and now you're moving forward, right? I mean, this is Uranus. The Fool energy is a fabulous energy. It's very blessed. It's about getting onto an uncharted path, taking a calculated risk, and doing something new and different. And that's really very much where you're focused on right now, is the ending of a cycle and trying to get onto this new path, doing something new. Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a Pisces and Aries energy. So this is like your dream is on this new path. You're dreaming of a new path. Wands are will, passion, motivation. So this can mean you meeting somebody who is like, wow, this is the exact type of relationship that I've been waiting for, that I've been wanting. For others of you, this could just be you being in that space, really calling this to yourself, where you're ready for this new path and you're ready to open yourself up. You're just very, very ready to open yourself up. Whenever we have a court card, it could be you, another individual, or a general energy. So it's just important to understand what it means and apply it to your life as you see fit. Same idea here. Now we have the Queen of Cups. I love this card because this is Gemini and Cancer, and Gemini is all about, not only about communication, but it's about being open to learning. Learning about what it is that you're involved with, whether it's a person, if it's a relationship, if it's a job. It's being open to learning, and it's being open to learning so that there could be a strong foundation built, right? It's a beautiful energy. That's the Queen of Cups. So this could be you, or this could be an energy that you're meeting, but I feel like we got two queens here, so I'm loving this. The two queens sit as the crowning and the foundation. I do like this. This indicates a very positive partnership, a very positive partnership. So I do like this. Okay, something new, right, with that Fool. Now we have the Five of Pentacles, though, but still you're feeling very sad about something that didn't work out, or you're very focused on the lack of something, right? This is very psychological energy, where you're focused on what you don't have, and you actually have more support than you realize, but because what it is that you're focused on is painful, and because it's so disturbing to you, you're not able to see the two cups that are the light and the connection that's right behind you. For in this card, it's the light that's there. All she has to do here, she's in the dark. It's like dank and cold with snow. There it looks warm and illuminated, right? But she's just staying right where she is. It's like she won't turn around. She doesn't want to see that, right? Because there's something that she needs. She just needs to feel this, but she feels disconnected. She feels like she's not being heard. She feels undervalued right now, and it's a horrible feeling. But the person that you're dealing with is at a crossroads with themselves. Moon in Libra. Moon is I feel, feeling very emotional in Libra and not being able to decide. Libra is the relationship house, it's the seventh house of relationships, and this is really trying to figure out which path is my truth. I don't know what to do, just really not knowing. So you're dealing with an energy who's confused, which is making you feel kind of lousy. I do feel like, these energies could always be vice versa. Aquarius, most of you guys do know that. That's how it works on here. Your fear is the Three of Pentacles. So the fear here would be, this is Mars and Capricorn. So you're afraid that you guys aren't going to be able to grow together or have something together. These plans that you're making aren't going to be able to come to fruition. This is what you're afraid of. And yeah, but look, we have the Tower. The lights came on, the shades came up, and everything fell down. And whatever fell down started to fall down a bit ago, but for some reason, and we all do this, Aquarius, we all do. Sometimes we can't see the red flags. We don't want to see the signs. We don't. So what happens is Mars comes in, and Mars helps us out by pulling down something that's no longer serving us to bring us onto the Chariot, which is a Cancer energy, towards our metaphorical home path, to bring us towards our home, where we're supposed to be. This was not meant for you. Now, For some of you, this could be relationship. For others of you, this could be a job. This could certainly be a job coming in. But maybe the money is not good enough. But I feel like you're working with somebody who really doesn't know. They're confused. They don't really know what they're doing. And you're afraid you're not going to get enough money in this situation. So it ends up falling apart. So that could be the literal falling apart of a job. It could be the falling apart of a relationship. It certainly can be, but could also be where the relationship is fine and the job is fine, but where you're the one who needs to update your thinking. You know, where what comes on is like, oh my God, what have I been thinking all this time? What am I doing? What am I thinking? You know, as you're releasing the karma in that 11th house, you know, this is going to be impacting your career sector, right? It just definitely is, right? I mean, it's just no question, right? But we do have that new moon in the 7th. So, belief system where you really need to update your thinking. But there's definitely something ending here. And then in the near future, we have the 3 of Cups. This is a nice energy. This is celebrating with friends and family, people who really matter to you, right? It's a Mercury, because it's all about communication in Cancer. And it's like very directly like your roots, your people, you know, groundedness. So this could be celebrating with a partner. This could be celebrating with friends and family, you know, depending on the situation. But there's an ending of something that needed to come down, and then there's celebration. So that really does support the fact that whatever's going to be coming down was really not meant for you. Just want to pull a couple of cards, though, for that to see. I'm feeling like, is the 3 of Cups celebrating because of something new that comes in? Because I do feel this, this concern about money over here having to do with that. With the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles and the fear. Sorry, I wasn't more specific there. 8 of Cups. Walking away from something toxic because you know it's not going to serve you anymore. This is Saturn and Pisces. You're never going to be able to reach your dreams if you hang out in this situation, whether it's this relationship, whether it's this job. You're recognizing that and you're leaving. And the thing is, you probably actually checked out already. This is, the Tower always has a history. It's always something that you kind of knew, but you didn't want to really look at. But then you got to the point where it's like, okay, you know what? I have to do this. So it's this energy of walking away, not having any regret. As long as you handle it with grace, you're going to be good. You just don't want to do any ghosting or sneaking away in the middle of the night kind of energy. And then we have the 8 of Coins. This is really nice. Sun in Virgo. Okay, good. So there's this cultivation of material, of finances, of resources. There is this idea of building. You're not there yet. Things are still a little tight, but you're working towards that. And then we have the 8 of Swords. But wait a minute. Now the 8 of Swords is, you know, people having conversation behind closed doors about you, conversations going on that about you that you know are existing, no one's admitting it, not feeling like your voice is heard, feeling like you don't fit in, you feel like you just don't belong here. What is going on? Then we have the 6 of Wands, which is all about luck, and yeah, this is luck and expansion and respect. Just pull some more. 3 of Wands, new path. All right, good. That makes sense to me. All right, so something is ending there. Your path is changing. The 3 of Wands, I can't tell you how positive this card is. This is my favorite minor arcana, so Sun in Aries. This is about getting a phone call, text message, email, some sort of message about an opportunity. And this is an invitation onto a brand new path. It's like, welcome to your new life here. Like the past is really behind you. And you're going to feel very passionate about it. And whatever you're going towards, this energy has a lot of appreciation for who you are, what you bring to the table, your talents, gifts, and abilities. And to have that after the 6 of Wands, which is all about success and respect, I really like it. So I feel like you're pulling yourself out of something that you kind of have been vibing up to now. You really haven't belonged in. Something hasn't felt right about it for you. So however you want to understand that. Okay, the energy. Cards are just popping around. Okay. Okay, we have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give it to yourself. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So listen, I mean, I feel like this reading is a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. Yeah. You know, we have a little bit of everything here having to do with relationship. But I do feel like something's going on in the house situation that is, you know, this could have actually even been like a sibling or, you know, an extended family member. Or again, it could have even been in your business, because our business is like our home. It's our roots, it's our safety. There's something that you felt was challenging to your safety, and that message coming in was a blessing in disguise, allowing you to leave. So this Lenormand could certainly be speaking, and I do feel like that, to the Tower energy, where you're realizing like you need to leave because you're not gonna meet your goals where you are there. You don't even feel like you belong there anymore. It's like you're making enough money to get by and to save and stuff, but is it really worth it? It's just not. So then you end up leaving, and it's going to put you in a very celebratory space. So I do like that. Okay, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful for you in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.